Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. Big day, we got a lot of updates to talk about. We saw Bitcoin as well as the stock market have a bounce upwards, and that correlation continues. It's kind of weird what's happening. But the aspect to that, which I want to highlight, is that the Fed is going to give an update on rates, and they may not be as hawkish as it's been reported in the mainstream media. I've been on record that I don't think they are going to raise rates to a level where it impacts asset prices because they will destroy the economy with how they've been doing quantitative easing on steroids. Obviously the money printing and so forth. So I think the music still continues because this is an election year. So I want to break that down. In addition, we have some very interesting movements of folks leaving traditional finance world and even government positions to go work in crypto. For example, we have an SEC official leaving the SEC and going to work for Coinbase. We have an Amazon employee leaving to go work for Gemini Crypto Exchange. And Walmart's director is going to be sitting on the board of Blockchaindotcom. And this is significant because we've been hearing reports of Walmart looking to launch their own crypto, getting involved in many different ways, NFTs and all of that. So that is very bullish news. We're also going to talk about a big merger between an NFT platform and a crypto venture fund. And there's some not so good news with the SEC Ripple XRP lawsuit that I want to share with you guys. So we're going to break it all down. Before we do, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, it helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, earlier today, I uploaded my interview with Erica Rhodes, who's a candidate for Congress. She's pro-crypto. She's looking to unseat anti-crypto Congressman Brad Sherman, Mr. Mongoose Coin himself. So please check out that interview. I'll put a link in the description. Also, be sure to donate to her campaign. Once again, we got to get Brad Sherman out of office. All right, this content is brought to you by Algorand, which is building the future of finance. Algorand is one of the leading blockchain projects in the crypto market. We have CBDCs, NFTs being built on the Algorand blockchain, and I'm personally an Algo token holder. So if you'd like to learn more about Algorand, please visit algorand.com. Now, Bitcoin saw a bounce today. Nothing to call home about. It's just over $36,000, but it was actually very interesting. And so did the stock market. So if you look at the Bitcoin daily chart here, you see that bounce upwards and so forth. Maybe if you look at it from a weekly standpoint, you see the red candle that was forming. It's pretty weak. It was flip-flopping between red and green today. But if we look at the S&P index, also a green candle forming here. And the correlation is so crazy. I don't know what to make of it. It's pretty interesting. Before, Bitcoin was not correlated, but now it's heavily correlated. Now, with that said, the Fed, many are now saying, hey, this bounce maybe indicates people are not as concerned about the Fed and the interest rates, that maybe are not going to be as hawkish. We will have to see what they actually do, but I've been on record. I don't think they're going to raise rates significantly where it affects asset prices because it will destroy the economy. Once again, if you understand quantitative easing and monetary policy and what they've been doing, you would understand what I'm saying there. So we shall see. At the end of the day, I still think we are in a downtrend. Bitcoin can certainly go lower. This doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. I've always said, let these rallies prove themselves. So Bitcoin is bouncing right now. Show me more. I need to see more, but we could potentially bottom till in February, which is obviously just about a week and a half away. And then we find a bottom and then we move upwards, right? But it won't be anything major, in my opinion. I think it's going to be slow and steady. Bitcoin's going to retrace like we talked about. And then we should expect an alt season. Now, Alessio Rastani, who is part of Leading Trader, he's a YouTuber, does some really great analysis. He shared something here today that I want to share with you guys, and I tweeted about it. He talked about right now, Bitcoin is in a bear market, but what type of bear market? A short-term, medium-term, or long-term? He said most likely we are in a short-term, which is a few weeks or a couple of months. but there is a likelihood of us being in a medium term, which is 6 to 12 months. But he does not believe we are in that long-term bear market, which many of us experienced in 2018 into 2019 to 2020. That was brutal, right? It was not fun to hold through that. Now I was accumulating, and now my portfolio looks amazing despite the price pullback. But that's why you use the bear markets, you use the dips to accumulate, so you position yourself to make good money, and you just have to be patient. Now, that's not financial or investment advice. Please do your own research. But nevertheless, his theory, I think, is pretty strong, where short-term bear market, I think we see that retracement. Whether we hit new all-time highs is to be determined. He said he's using the Elliott wave theory to form his thesis. And, he's thinking it's a short term, and this is in line of what I've been sharing, the retracement and then the alt season. So we shall see, my friends, but nevertheless, very interesting point of view here. And I think it's important to be specific as to what type of bear market this is, right? Because sometimes you say bear market and people might automatically think, oh, the 2-year bear market. Oh, no, but it doesn't have to be that way. It could be a short-term bear market. All right. Dylan LeClaire, excuse me. He's a Bitcoin magazine senior analyst, co-founder of 21st Paradigm, and so forth. He tweeted the following: the lower that risk assets plunge, the lower the market's expectation of Fed rate hikes in 2022 went. Funny how that works. So the idea is the faster that people sell off and things crash, both for obviously the stock market and Bitcoin, the more likely that the Fed is going to punt on being aggressive with rate hikes. So these things seem to be playing out very interestingly, right? Kind of forming a narrative here. And once again, look at the pattern. Bitcoin is following the NASDAQ here. I don't know what to make of this correlation, guys. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. What is going on here? I don't know if it's because of all the institutional players or the Fed now, like I said yesterday, is doing quantitative easing on the crypto market, but we'll have to wait and see. All right. Now the price is down, but people were having fun in crypto, including President Bukele of El Salvador. He said most people go in when the price is up, but the safest and most profitable moment to buy is when the price is down. It's not rocket science. So invest a piece of your McDonald's paycheck in Bitcoin. Now go back to flip more burgers, you lazy Fs. Now look at this, guys. I mean, look, we got to have fun. We got to laugh. We can't be depressed with the price is down. McDonald's, the actual handle with 4.4 million followers, tweeted, "How are you doing, people who run crypto Twitter accounts?" And of course, the responses are wild. You got Michael Saylor responding. You have the Winklevoss twins responding. Crypto exchanges like Binance, and then Binance is sharing this meme here of a smiley face with the crying face behind it. And McDonald's tweets back, "We are going to make it, friend." So everybody's having a bit of fun here. I responded as well. But, as insignificant or funny or tongue-in-cheek as this may seem, this is powerful, guys, that crypto is on the map. It's on the radar, that it's seeping into all aspects of society, as I've talked about a lot. And this is how the knowledge and the understanding spreads. This is how you get people's curiosity and get them to take time to realize what this asset class is, and then they're going to invest in it. So the fact that McDonald's with millions of followers, right, obviously a well-known brand, is talking about crypto, not in a negative light, but in a humorous, tongue-in-cheek manner. This is good. Once you step back and look at how things happen, in society and civilization, it's very important to sit back and watch the macroeconomic or the macro view of this, of how things change. And I'm seeing it happening here for crypto, and it's very bullish. And I've said many times, I'm here to make money. I'm certainly going to take profits now, but I'm looking to future bull runs as well. And all these things are going to culminate to higher prices and more adoption, of course. Now, here's a big capitulation. And I think it's significant. So many of you may know Sven Henrich. He's been on CNBC Fast Money. He's the founder of Northman Trader. So certainly a big time trader, well known. Once again, he's been on CNBC and so forth. Well, he was a one-time Bitcoin skeptic, guys. Going back to last year, February 19th, he tweeted, "Bitcoin fixes nothing. RIP my mentions." So he was bearish. Now, all of a sudden, look what he's tweeting. "Revolution, why I am becoming a supporter of Bitcoin." Eventually, everybody's going to capitulate. And I think a lot of these guys who, were not on board when they saw Paul Tudor Jones and Ray Dalio and Stan Druckenmiller and Bill Miller, all these big names started jumping in, they are now waking up to, oh, this is here to stay. And there's further validation to the asset class. That's why I said, when any of these major names makes a move, it's a green light, a green flag, and then the other dominoes are going to fall, and game theory is going to play out here. So very bullish. Now, here's an interesting chart shared by Blockworks. Crypto adoption equals 90s internet adoption. This chart is pretty ridiculous. It's in line here of crypto adoption is in line to how the internet was getting adopted by millions of users. And you just look at the years, and the top here is the internet user timeline. The bottom is a crypto user timeline. And as you can see, we still got ways to go. And we might hit a peak, it looks like, here in 2024. So that's why I'm saying future bull runs. Also, we got to prepare for that as well. I know it's a long ways off, but mentally, I'm already thinking of, okay, take profits, use X amount of money, buy back in the bear market when prices hit a super low, and keep rinse and repeat. Just wait and take profits again. So here's some big news, guys. Walmart director joins blockchain board and says crypto is a giant shift in finance. As you all know, Walmart, largest retailer, both online and offline. Now, Amazon is the largest online, but when you look at the total sales, and I think I had shared these numbers and when I talked about Walmart's crypto news last week, Walmart leads by a crazy amount because they have these huge stores, right? So the combined revenue is massive, and the customer base is huge, the brand is huge, and they're getting into crypto. Let me give you the details. So crypto startup Blockchaindotcom is adding Tom Horton, the lead independent director from Walmart, to its board. The crypto startup is known for its blockchain wallet that manages digital currencies. Horton will add Blockchaindotcom's list of backers from other firms. The board recently added Marcy Vu, former head of consumer internet banking at Morgan Stanley, and other financial backers, including Google Ventures, Sir Richard Branson, and Lightspeed Commerce Incorporated. The company has raised a total of $537 million, with the most recent valuation at $5.2 billion in March last year, according to Bloomberg, who first reported the news of Horton joining the startup's board. So Blockchain.com has planned an initial public offering, which could happen in the near to medium term, Smith said to Bloomberg. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's price continues to fall from its all-time high in November. Yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter what the hell the price is doing. These guys are building. They know there's money to be made here. Look at the valuations. Look at the capital being raised. Look at the titles and the people that are being positioned here from the traditional financial world. It's pretty amazing. And we're going to see everybody, one way or the other, participating in something related to crypto. They don't have to be a crypto company or a hedge fund, but if you're Walmart, you're going to integrate crypto. I think that's what's coming, guys. I think we're already seeing it right now. Look at this. Coinbase taps SEC counsel Thaya Knight to manage public policy team. Knight's move follows Commissioner Elad Roisman's departure last week. So of course, we talked about this. I was saddened to hear about Elad Roisman leaving, because he was in line with Hester Peirce in pushing back on Gary Gensler. And now we have somebody else who's leaving and going to work for a crypto company, obviously an exchange. So Knight has been the counsel to Commissioner Elad Roisman at the SEC since November 2020. In a LinkedIn post, Knight said Friday was her last day at the commission, noting that while the departure is bittersweet, I'm very pleased to be joining the public policy team at Coinbase this week. More of this will happen. People in government, traditional financial world, traditional tech world will be jumping into crypto, guys. So very bullish news to see this happening. In addition, there was a quick note here by Blockworks. They said the Amazon Web Services general manager has joined Gemini, the crypto exchange. So the exodus from the, once again, traditional world into crypto is happening. And here's another example. This article was actually published today by Blockworks. Gone crypto, former banker gets completely new education from digital assets. Copper's Glenn Barber said he left traditional finance when crypto took the lead in innovation. That's important. The lead in innovation. It used to be, social networks and all these social platforms and so forth. Now the lead is happening and the innovation is primarily happening in crypto, guys. And that's all under the banner of Web3. So just so you guys know what Copper is, they are a crypto custodian. And he was at Voyager and let's see, what was the other company? Falcon X as well, but Copper is a crypto custodian. So I'm not going to go too much into this, just another example of the exodus that's happening and the move towards this crypto asset class. Now, I know, once again, price is important, but you have to pay attention to this news. This is the macro view of how things are headed towards the direction of crypto, the building out of this asset class and the infrastructure. And obviously, all the puzzle pieces will come together in time, but patience is where we have to be patient and let these things play out. Now, here's another example reported by Blockworks. The biggest companies are hiring for crypto: Reddit, Visa, JP Morgan, Nike, and a lot more. They did a full thread on here showing the different types of jobs and what they're looking for. Like Reddit is looking for a senior Android engineer for their NFT platform. Facebook, Meta, they want a payment system manager with crypto experience. Visa is looking for a senior director of their division of Visa Crypto, and it goes on and on and on. So I've said it before on this channel, guys, that if you're looking to change careers, now is a great time. I'm sure you'll get the salary you want, because as you can see, these companies are raising a lot of capital, guys. It's the time of milk and honey, lots of money here. And if you're looking to start your own crypto business, whatever it may be, you can easily get some funding now. Like I've said before, I'm thinking of some ideas. I don't have anything concrete yet, but if I could start my own company, I'm sure I can easily raise, I don't know, $10 to $20 million or something to get going. It's not hard. Now, obviously, if you're looking for 100 million, that might be harder, but that's okay. The point is you get your foot in the door, you get some capital, you start building and see where it goes. So very bullish. Here's an example: NFT Incubator to merge with crypto venture firm in a $129 million deal. The acquisition is structured as a reverse takeover of NFT investments. So mergers, acquisitions, investments, expansions, these are all great signs for this asset class. It means people are bullish. It means people see the opportunity to make money. And how do these crypto companies make money? Well, the price has to go somewhere, guys, and it ain't downwards. It has to go upwards, more adoption. That's how the network effect works, the Metcalfe's law, right? So keep that in mind. They're not investing these millions of dollars, billions. Eventually, you total it up, it's in the trillions to lose it. They're looking to make a return on their investment. And they know that higher prices are coming, more adoption's coming, and that's how they're going to make a return, right? So NFT Investments is listed on London's Aquis exchange, but is suspending trading until the deal is completed. Pluto is a crypto technology and venture capital firm that has made investments in over 30 companies, including Web3 and NFT projects. So, some may say, hey, the NFT market is over. the boom is over, the crypto market is over, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. These guys are betting big. They know what's coming. And remember, they're investing and they have to wait. They have to be patient. I hope you are of that same mindset as well. Now, on the government side, we're seeing moves towards clear crypto regulations. The Financial Services GOP, which is Patrick McHenry, Republican leader Patrick McHenry is part of, well, he sent a letter to Maxine Waters on future hearings on digital assets. Now, you may recall he was there with Maxine Waters meeting with the crypto CEOs. And here's just a quick quote from that whole letter. We must work together to create opportunities that allow these technologies to flourish without stifling them in their infancy. So he's certainly one of the good guys fighting on behalf of the crypto market. I'm trying to get an interview with him and to talk to him about it. And obviously I've spoken to Senator Lummis and Tom Emmer and so forth. I'm going to try to get Darren Soto as well. So, we got more members of Congress jumping on board with crypto, understanding the technology and the need for clarity to stop Gary Gensler and the SEC and to stop, Janet Yellen putting crazy laws and tax reporting laws in the infrastructure bill and so forth. So this is great news. We didn't have this many members of Congress years ago. So the number is growing. There are more crypto bills. If you guys recall, we talked about 35 crypto bills were introduced last year, and I expect that number to continue to grow. So we're getting a lot of traction here. Certainly, we want it to move faster than it is right now, but you guys know how governments work and how Congress works. It's going to be a bit slow, but we're at least seeing some progress, even if it's at a snail's pace. Okay, not so good news with the SEC Ripple lawsuit. Now, long term, I don't see this as a big deal. I believe Ripple's going to win. Now, obviously, I could be completely wrong. We never know what curveballs may be thrown here, but right now, I think Ripple has a strong case. But here we go. So James K. Phelan, he tweeted the following: SEC versus Ripple. Ripple defendants have filed an objection to the SEC's request for additional time to file a motion for reconsideration of Judge Netburn's DPP ruling. And then there was an update later where he said, in a text-only order, Judge Netburn granted in part the SEC's request for extension of time regarding reconsideration of her DPP ruling. The order provides as follows: the SEC's request is granted in part. The SEC may file any motion for reconsideration by February 17, 2022, and the defendants may file their response by February 25th, 2022. No reply briefs are permitted. Briefs shall be limited to 10 pages, double-spaced, and the publicly filed versions should be minimally redacted. The SEC may submit. Okay, it goes on and on. That's not really important. But here's what John Deaton, attorney John Deaton representing XRP holders, had to say. Hard to spin this favorably. Maybe attorney Jeremy Hogan can find the silver lining. The only thing I can think of is maybe the judge suspects the SEC will not only appeal her decision to Judge Torres, but also to the Second Circuit, and she wants to issue a bulletproof decision. So not so great news, but once again, in the long run, I don't think this is anything major. It goes back to, we got to be patient and let this thing play out. I still am of the belief that Ripple is going to win this. They will have to pay a fine. XRP will get the clarity it needs. And I think that might dovetail, with maybe clear regulations from Congress. Who knows? But I think we're headed towards that in some way or the other, given all the news I've been sharing with you guys and all the dialogue that's happening. So we'll just have to wait and see. My hope is that this settlement happens as alt season is about to pick up, guys. We will just have to wait and see. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this news. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.